right, Coach Ferraro, tough loss, 8 matches to 2 to Clarion. And, when I saw that there was no Matthews, I figured, you guys were in a pretty good position there where you could get the 5-5 split maybe. Yeah. But at 133, it didn't look like you guys had a lot of pop in your legs there. And some other matches, you guys just down the stretch and you get pinned 2 matches in a row and then they start rolling on you. But let's talk about how do you feel like the guys wrestled tonight?
I thought we were favored at 3. I thought we needed to steal 2 to be in the duel, but I thought there were plenty to make up for those 2. I mean, at 74 and 84, we lost close matches in the finals of the PSAC tournament a week ago. I thought both of those matches were matches we could turn around. I thought we were favored in this duel at 41, 65, and 97. And then we needed to steal 2 more, 3 to get a win, and we didn't get it done. In fact, we lost 1 at 65, and I still feel like we're better at that weight, but we got to make it happen. He tried to just kind of hang out in the match, and if you're better, you got to go get a takedown and make it happen. As a team, you ask how I thought. We wrestled flat. I mean, I just wasn't happy. Like I said, I mean, at some point, if we're going to take a step and continue this progression of improvement as a program, we talk about this a lot with our guys. We got to go win a dual meet against a team that's theoretically better than us on paper, and that takes, when you're the underdog, that takes all the guys that are expected to win. They got to win, and we got to steal some matches in the tight ones where they're favored. And to be totally honest with you, we just haven't done that at all this year. We've had 4 duels, and all the duels were similar to this. This is maybe the best team that we've wrestled, but all of those duels were duels that we could be competitive in, and we just didn't go take it in the matches that we needed to steal it. So that's continues to be our message, and we're going to keep doing the right things and keep improving until it starts to happen. So.
I look at the program. You and I just talked about it. In 10 months, 3 years ago, in 10 months, you had 3 head coaches. Now, what happens usually in that situation, what I've found is when they can't find stability in a program, normally they drop a program.
Yeah.
You guys, I think, have thrived since that, and you've done a pretty good job, in my opinion, of trying to battle back. What's going to have to be the turning point for you guys? What do you guys got to do to really get there and to get where you need to be? You're one of the greatest traditions in all of college wrestling. And, Edinboro is effectively what you guys were, they are now.
So this, and a lot of this is just my philosophy. Who knows if I'm right? Time will tell, I guess. But our first step in that process, I felt, was to build a culture. And I think in a large part we made a huge improvement with the culture in our program. We got good kids that are doing the right things, living the right lifestyle. I say that we've made big progress, but it's also a thing of constant upkeep as a coach, and as guys on the team have to hold each other accountable. So step 1 was kind of to establish a culture, and then we have to sustain it. And the next step is to continue to add talent through recruiting and developing the guys we got. And I guess along with that is developing an attitude where we go take matches from guys we're not supposed to beat. I mean, that's the next step. If we're going to win duels against teams like Edinboro or American University or Eastern Michigan, we lost a close duel, we got to go take matches where they're favored. It's not okay for me to come over here and say, we were only favored at 3 matches, we won 2 of them. That's not okay. If we do that, we're going to continue to lose duels. Sometimes it'll be close, but we're still going to lose. We've got to go win 6 bouts, So that's kind of the next progression. I mean, as a program, I guess I shouldn't complain entirely. I'm very proud of the progress we're making. I think the rate that we've gotten to where we're at, I'm proud of it, but it's not where we want to be. We're not content. We got a lot to do. You saw it. We got a lot to do. So.
Brock, I look at Brock, and Brock's a guy you can build your program around. He made the NCAA tournament last year. Obviously didn't get the results he wanted there, but I think he's a guy that's right there. At 141, and you can make it happen. He's a gym rat, and that's what you guys have to get. Moore and Lock Haven are making it happen. Obviously, they make it happen here. Hopefully, Bloom's able to get back up there. They've had some turnover with coaches as well, kind of similar to what you guys have had. And but what, looking at it, what do you guys got to do to keep up with Lock Haven and to try and catch these guys? Is it something that motivates you?
Oh yeah, I mean, Coach Moore, you got a bullseye on your back. I mean, absolutely. I mean, that's a team we want to pass up. I joke with them when I see them like that, but absolutely that motivates me. I mean, if you're not trying to pass the next guy in front of you, then what are you doing in any sport? I mean, that's what you do in sports. So it doesn't happen overnight, and I have to keep that. As a staff and a team, have to keep in perspective. You know, we got to be patient, and these changes have to happen over time. But you can't mistake that for, you know, just being okay with it. You know, we can't be okay with just mediocrity or losing duels like this. We constantly have to be improving, and yeah, we're trying to pass the next team all the time. That's the goal.
Recruiting, the most fertile recruiting ground in all the land. You know, everybody comes and recruits Pennsylvania. If you can snatch a guy here and there, and if you look at the depth of Pennsylvania, it is unmatched. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How many of these guys do you got to poach? How many guys you got to keep home?
I mean, not too. We get a lot of great Pennsylvania kids. The problem is there's 9 other Division I programs recruiting the same group of kids. So, you know, it's not just putting a fence up around Pennsylvania. It's getting the right Pennsylvanians that fit into our culture and, you know, want to get it done at the next level. And sometimes, you know, we may not get the top tier recruits on a consistent basis. We got to try to find one that, you know, slipping through the cracks on the other recruiting fronts, and we got to make sure we get them. You know, when we find a guy like that, I think we're doing pretty well. But I think that's a huge part of taking the next step, is getting guys that are talented enough to get it done at the NCAAs. I mean, we're developing. I think we're doing the right things, training our guys. They're getting better, but you know, we got to continue to build our talent pool. So.
All right, Coach, you got anything else for me?
Nah, keep it up. Appreciate what you guys do.
Thanks for the time.